I would like to lead up with apologizing for the time it took to make this video. I've been trying to record for months now, but every time I'd make the video, I'd get self-conscious and believe it wasn't good enough. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury anymore. So, without further ado, hello, my name's Cannon Pellegrino. I'm an independent candidate running for the District 6 House seat. I'm against the current incumbent, Gary Palmer. I stand independent because I don't believe in the party system. Not that there's anything wrong with Republicans or Democrats, but the party itself is only a part of the solution, hence party. They've been arguing about the same things for 40 plus years. No one's made any progress. That's because everyone has to be right on their own topic. No one is willing to find a compromise. That's why I want to join. I believe in a best for the people approach, as in what would be best for the people. And if it applies, a lot of times that's a middle ground. So my platforms are as follow. I believe in gun rights with an added layer of security. As an American, I hold firm to the belief that we are given our rights by our founding fathers to hold weapons, hold guns, and not have anyone intrude on that for the sheer sake of protection from a foreign invader, protection from domestic terrorists, protection from a tyrannical government, among other things. However, there are people who should not have weapons. The best way to avoid those people from getting weapons through any legal way is, in my opinion, a psychological evaluation every 5 years. People change every day, let alone every 5 years. Guaranteeing that a person has seen a professional and they have said that they are cleared mentally, they're mentally suitable to hold a weapon, that would protect a lot of people from getting their hands on weapons when they shouldn't have them. Now, of course, that would cost money, but there are also ways I plan on approaching those as well. On to the next one is a universal healthcare program. Universal healthcare doesn't have to be something that people shudder at. It doesn't have to be something that people think is going to eat taxpayer money, eat everything away. If we had a basic healthcare plan, meaning biannual dental visits, just for basic dental, annual checkups to make sure that we are healthy, sound, capable, urgent care with a copay when needed, because if you're sick, you shouldn't be suffering every day because you can't afford anything, and a 2 to 5 year, somewhere in there, mental health exam, because your mental health is important too. A country with injured and ill citizens is not efficient. A company with injured and ill employees is not efficient. You don't need someone calling out excessively because something that they've ignored because they couldn't afford to see is now getting worse. You don't need to have someone dying because they didn't know something was wrong besides minor pains and they didn't have the money or the availability to go get it checked. We need to start approaching this as a taking care of each other with a small increasing cost. I'm still looking at numbers. I would need to have much more time to see numbers, but it should be affordable within 3 to 4% increase in tax across the board with another idea that I have, and that would be the legalization of cannabis. Cannabis has 1,001 known, scientifically proven remedies and cures for very serious and very common ailments. Beyond that, the revenue potential for cannabis is so high that we could theoretically pull ourselves out of debt within 10 to 15 years while maintaining these additional ideas on a healthcare system that could work. Now, of course, that number is blown out of proportion. 10 to 15 is just off of what I've researched on Colorado's profit from cannabis, research from our current tax trend, our current debt trend. So it's very possible that it could be less. It's very possible it could be a lot more, but it's a start. I really believe that we need to find a way to find compromise in Senate, in Congress, in our country, or we're never going to progress, because without progression, we become stagnant, and stagnancy is death. Another thing I believe in is finding a way to fix our economy. And the best way to do that is to increase an industry. Right now, there are companies such as Amazon making 11 billion plus dollars a year, and in 2018 they paid zero in taxes, while the common working citizen paid large percentages of their livelihood in taxes. Those same companies that are paying nothing in taxes are sending their jobs overseas to save themselves even more money by paying cheap labor, which is burying our industry, our economy. We're sending our money out of seas. We're sending our money out to buy stuff. We're sending our money out everywhere. And it's why there's this massive problem with economy in this country currently. It's why people are so broke that they complain about minimum wages and a living wage, because while it's not a living wage, it's not even a surviving wage anymore. A lot of jobs that people can get are these fast food jobs because there's no other jobs anywhere. The big argument I hear is, well, get a trade. You think that everyone is going to be able to get the same trade and those jobs are going to stay? People go to college to get these degrees because entry level jobs require 5 years of experience, a college degree, and they're only making 14 an hour. And I, as a bank teller making somewhere around that, am not surviving on my own with a roommate and a girlfriend. Let me tell you, the minimum wage fiasco is something that needs to be addressed. But right now, before any of that, we need to fix our economy. And the best way to do that is to approach these companies and stop these tax cuts unless they bring back these jobs that they're sending overseas out of, or off US land. Many more of my beliefs are on my website, Pellegrino for Congress. Actually, I'm sorry, PellegrinoForAlabama.com. And anything else that we can do, I'm thinking through. I want to represent you. I'm not trying to represent me. I'm not trying to represent big money. I'm representing you, the citizen, because that's what this position was originally for. And I hope that I can do that. If you guys are willing to sign a petition to get me on the ballot, please do that. Otherwise, I hope to see you out there election day, and I hope I can get your vote. More to come. Have a great day. I'm Kanan.